mention that there might be some way to protect the islanders from the wraiths?
We will need more of the fennel seed powder to capture the wraiths when they escape from the gloaming. You can help us maintain a steady supply.
And the best way to protect the islanders is to keep the wellspring in balance. Winter does make it difficult to grow and gather offerings, but there is still abundance if you know where to look. Go and gather some pine cones. We will make an offering for our observance of the shortest day of winter.
Here's the summon witch incantation, High Priestess.
Well done. Everyone take your places while I prepare the incantation.
Tonight, we call one who may aid us in our magical workings. Join your brothers and sisters of the Fairhaven coven. Together we stand, witches all, demanding that you heed our call.
Oh no. I fell asleep in front of the TV again, didn't I? Angus! Angus, wake me up!
This is no dream, and do not be afraid. You're among friends.
There really are witches here. Angus was right! Look, I'm not one of you. I don't care what you might have heard about my brother. I had nothing to do with that.
Fabio may have the gift as well, but you've got it in you to be an even greater witch than your brother, Francis.
We need your help. Fairhaven needs your help.
You're not listening to me. I'm no witch. What was that? Ah!
Francis, wait!
No! Stay away from me. I'm warning you.
Here are the pine cones, High Priestess.
Well done. We will fashion them into a wreath.
With this offering, we welcome the rebirth of the sun.
Whoa. Cool. How long will the offering boost the wellspring?
If we are prudent with our use of magic, it may last us some time. But eventually, we must turn the season so that we can harvest spring crops once more.
I hope we can convince Francis to come back. That was a pretty shocking way of learning he's a witch.
Ideally, every witch's discovery of their powers would be more like yours. Someone you love and trust helps you realize what you're capable of. But right now, we don't have time for that kind of gentleness.
Oh, Tara. Good. I was just about to send someone for you. We've called an emergency town hall to discuss the ferry.
Now, folks, I know you all have questions about how we'll get on until the ferry's fixed, and we'll answer those. But first, we must figure out what happened to the ferry. Parker and Thomas have checked her over from stern to stern and found nothing suspicious. However, I still wonder if the ferry wasn't just damaged by the snowstorm. Maybe someone tried to put the ferry out of service.
I really think it was the ice.
Citizens of Fairhaven, this is your chance to serve your community. Did any of you see someone tamper with the ferry?
Oh no.
Not this again.
I saw something. At night, Marty has gone down to the shore near the ferry. A lot.
Now, Angus. No, Angus doesn't mean it. He doesn't know what he's saying.
Are you saying I'm not smart enough to understand?
Of course not, cariño. You're brilliant. It's just that you're also kind and thoughtful and...
I know what I've seen. Marty says he's a rancher, but he doesn't know anything about animals. Why is he here?
I just passed my animal science classes. I never tried to hide that.
We already found one malcontent in Fairhaven, and Messenger Cameron said that malcontents don't work alone.
No reason to fear, Marty. We helped Sophia overcome her malcontention, right?
Yes. Yes, that's right.
I bet my bar Otto paid you to say that. It makes his only political opponent look even worse.
I'd never bribe someone. Besides, I won the election.
Otto, you know I don't like these spectacles, but something about Marty doesn't add up.
Thomas, you are literally my neighbor.
Not by choice.
Don't fret, Marty. You'll have a fair trial, just as Sophia did. More than anything, I want Fairhaven to feel safe. That's what I'm committed to, not my own personal benefits.
You oily double-crossing!
I'm sure there's no need for that.
That's right. Let's take a week to cool our heads and let Marty prepare. We'll meet back in Town Hall after 7 days. That will be all.
This is even worse than last time. No fairy means Otto's power tripping.
He seems genuinely afraid.
I don't care what he feels. He's putting people in danger, eh? Though, I'd hate to be Francis right now. If you thought you had to learn about the coven fast.
Oof. He's had a rough few days.
We'll hear all about it at the next coven meeting.
Francis! Angus is...
Not himself. He would never accuse Marty of being a witch. Does it have something to do with whatever it was that came flying out of the woods?
Yes, I'm afraid Angus is under the influence of a dark spirit. We call them wraiths. We'll need your help to free him.
I'll do whatever it takes to cure Angus. But that doesn't mean I'm joining you in this group that meets in the woods.
We need you to fashion an iron amulet to capture the genie.
Done. Anything else?
Yes. I know it might be hard to hear, but the Wraith didn't pick Angus at random. He has an existing prejudice against witches. And the Wraith bound itself to that. Help the novice find out why.
I feel weird asking this, but you must have a spare key to Angus's shop, right? I need to find a personal item to use in the spell to free him from the Wraith.
Yes. Here. You should go at night, or on Angus's day off. If he catches you, I never gave you the key. Understand?
What do you think, Farseer?
I think Angus uses too much butter in his baking.
No, I mean, what do you see?
I see a little boy hiding in a closet. His parents have brought the priest for their eldest, who's complaining of visions, a witch at the edge of the woods, beckoning him at night.
The curse.
The priest says his rites, whatever it is, rises out of the eldest son and finds the middle one, hiding where his parents don't see him.
It passed to Angus. Maybe he's seen one of us and thought we were his witch.
Could be. Made him an easy mark for the Wraith. That's for certain. You have what you need now to write the incantation to free Angus. Mind you get it done in time.
I better go over to the town hall for Marty's trial.
I have the locket. Do you have the incantation?
Yes, I'm ready and waiting.
This better work. I want Angus back. The real Angus.
Wait, you're going to go sit with him?
He is my husband. You're still my friend, but...
Come on! You know he's possessed. You're a witch now.
Excuse me. That has not been fully decided yet.
Citizens of Fairhaven, we gather today to hear another case of witchcraft, this time against Marty Emerson.
This can't be legal. Mayors can't try people for witchcraft. I'll sue you.
Angus Seaton, you say you have evidence of Marty's guilt?
Yes, Mayor Soft. You see, I was taking my evening stroll.
It's now or never. Dark Wraith, you have been found. I wish you to be bound.
Oh, my head hurts. I'm having a hard time thinking straight. Wait, what am I saying? Marty's not a witch.
How is this happening again? Listen to me!
No!
This is a difficult moment for you, isn't it, Marty? Or should I say, Martin Mapplethorpe?
That's, not my name.
Oh? Your father isn't Lance Mapplethorpe, real estate mega developer?
The guy who ran off to the Bahamas with his girlfriend after he got caught making shady deals?
He was never convicted of anything.
You didn't come here to find the best spot for the next Mapplethorpe resort.
Whoa, what?
You didn't try to buy Sophia's diner and Thomas's farm?
And everyone thought I was being too suspicious.
Look, it's true. It's true. I admit it. I admit everything. I mean, not the witchcraft stuff. That's messed up. After my dad left the country, I had to dig us out of a financial hole. So I came here to see if it was a good spot to build a Mapplethorpe signature villa. That's why you saw me down by the shore, Angus. I was taking pictures of the view and sketching out building plans. I wanted to get to know the island first, so I pretended to be a rancher. But I always planned to tell you who I was. The only one who knew this whole time was Otto.
Well, that's an exaggeration.
You were jumping at the chance. Said a resort would be great for Fairhaven's economy.
Otto, is that true? You know what a resort would do to the ocean round here? And the fish?
I was evaluating Martin's proposal.
So you let him lie to all of us?
Being the mayor is a difficult job, Violet. Not everyone can handle the hard choices, like your father.
Excuse me?
This man may have things to atone for, Otto, but he's not a malcontent. Now, I've got some questions for you.
I am not relevant at this time. Meeting adjourned.
I better go talk to Francis.
It worked. I can't believe it. Thank you for your help.
You made it happen too. That locket was perfect.
Thank you. Oh, Angus must be so confused, my poor cariño.
Yeah, it's not every day you get a wraith exorcised.
But he'll be okay now, right?
He sure will.
Hey there. Thanks for stopping in.
What made you decide to become a butcher?
My parents own a restaurant back home, and I hung around the kitchen and learned what I could. What about you? Is this your first time working with food?
No. I worked in a kitchen to help pay my way through college, and I have the burn scars to prove it. See?
Gnarly. It's a small price to pay for culinary greatness, am I right? I like the freedom of running my own place. Kinda miss the chaos of the kitchen, though. Ribbing the line cooks and shouting over the banging pots. It's too quiet here sometimes.
Well, if you want to just give me a call, and I'll come and clang pots over your head anytime.
Okay, it's a deal.
Hey, Tara. I had an idea. It's been so long since I've served my signature Bloody Marys. But what if we got sweet potato vodka and start serving them up at my bar? The fancy brunch places in Milkwater keep buying all the sweet potatoes, apparently. Now, my luck's turned, because Lena has sweet potato seeds for sale. If you could grow some and distill it with vodka, we'd have Bloody Marys in a few days.
Distilling takes time, Damon.
Well, not always. Try this.
Sure thing. What is it exactly?
This is instant brew powder. Put it in your distillery and your ingredients will ferment in no time. It works in your cauldron, too. Here's how to grind it up if you want to make more batches. You'll need some of the glowing fish from the pond through the second gloaming pillar in order to make the essence of joy.
promise.
Ha! Bet you never thought you'd see the two of us together, huh? But we share a common concern. We've heard howling coming from this area every night lately. If you don't mind, can we cut through your property to see if we can find any wolf tracks? Wolves are a threat to all the livestock on the island.
And I want to make sure they're captured humanely and relocated to a proper habitat.
Go ahead, but I don't think you'll find anything.
Well, that howling has to be coming from somewhere.
We're gonna check the mountain pass area first. We'll let you know if we find anything.
Uh-oh. If they start looking around the lake, they might accidentally wind up in Ravenwood Hollow. I better check up on Wesley to see what's going on. Wesley, some of my neighbors have been complaining of howling lately. Everything okay?
Oh, I'm so sorry, Tara. Now that it's winter, nights have gotten longer, and I'm running out of my stock of potion.
What's in it? Maybe I could brew you up a batch.
I don't know. I got it from a witch I met before I moved to Ravenwood Hollow.
I think I might know the recipe, but it will require wolfsbane from the gloaming.
One no howling potion coming right up. So do you think this will really work?
Look, even in magic, some things have, what do you humans call it, a placebo effect? But if it works, it works. And it would be nice to have more peace and quiet around here.
Is that another Echo Blossom?
The newest witch Amira seems to have gotten very, very close with Perry. I hope Perry is honest and tells Amira what she told me once. As much as Perry enjoys the occasional mortal distraction, she only ever loved Vivian.
Like, great Aunt Vivian? Wow. Got something for you, Wesley.
Oh, Tara, thank you. It was really kind of you to help me like this.
Hey, it helps us too. If the Fairhaven folks are this upset about witches, I can't imagine what they'll do if they find out that there is a werewolf close to their town.
I'm sorry if I caused you any trouble with your neighbors.
How's that sweet potato vodka coming, Tara?
Here it is. Up to your standards.
It sure is. You're a master distiller. Did you use some of the instant brew powder?
Yes. I didn't have to wait on the still at all.
You know what they say, a watch still never ferments.
Francis, you did so well at the trial.
Yes. Well, I'm still not sure what I'm supposed to do with this cursed amulet I made.
Give it here. I'll take care of it.
Just asking. Why didn't everyone in town hall freak out when that thing came flying out of Angus?
Because only witches can see it.
Lo sabía. I was afraid you would say that. You really think I'm a witch?
Absolutely. You have great potential, Francis. But first, you'll need a wand.
Wait, seriously?
And then we will initiate you into the coven. Speak with the novice. She was the last to join us.
I feel so strange about all of this. I hated lying to Angus about where I was going tonight. But he would hate me if he knew... This initiation. Will it hurt? Am I going to have to sacrifice animals like my brother did when he became a Santeria priest?
No, you just need to read a special incantation in front of the ancient tree in the woods. My grandma gave it to me when it was my turn. And I'll write one for you. Here's the incantation, Francis. Remember to only read it in front of the ancient tree and when no one from town is looking.
Oh, believe me, I don't want anyone to see me having a conversation with a tree. Witch trials are not.
You will also need to bring an initiation incantation. Speak to the Farseer to learn more.
I have my wand and the incantation, Adept.
Then you are ready to be initiated. You will need a sponsor. Usually it is someone in the initiate's family, but...
Tara, will you sponsor me?
Of course, Francis. I would be honored.
Thanks.
Initiate Francis, take your place in the wheel. Novice, take your place beside him.
Initiate, you seek new knowledge, but with it comes a sacred duty. Who brings forth this initiate to join our coven?
I do.
As the great wheel turns, so must we take our part. Here where our ancestors stood before us, and where others will follow when we are gone.
Enter our circle, for this is the hour. A Fairhaven witch comes into his power.
Uh-oh. Is one of those things going to escape again?
No, but we must maintain our offerings to keep the wellspring balanced. Welcome, Initiate. We now have enough in our number to turn the season, but we still need to collect an adder stone from the gloaming.
Yes! I know what those look like. Let me help. I am the Rethier lock and gem expert around here, after all.
Very well. The novice will accompany you. Tara, you should prepare and head to the gloaming when you're ready.
And you're sure this is safe? What are you going to tell Angus if I get zapped into the center of the earth or something?
Nothing, because that won't happen. Promise. I was freaked out using the standing stones at first. But now I'm used to it.
If you say so. Ay, Dios mío. This is amazing! In high school, we read this Shakespeare play about fairies. I loved that play. I used to imagine the world where the fairies lived.
They don't live near here, but you're not far off.
Fairies live nearby?
Whoops. Someone should have told you about that. And I thought I had to deal with too many surprises at once. I know it's a lot to take in, but we have to find the Adderstone.
Whew! Give me a second to compartmentalize, and I'm right behind you.
I'll need a levitation. Shoot! I don't think my wand is strong enough. Sorry, Francis. We'll have to come back another time.
I'm not complaining. That gives me more time to adjust to everything?
I better go see Zephyr. She upgraded my wand last time. I bet she has something in her shop.
Why do humans hurts my...
What was that?
I think it was the gloaming reacting to my magic use. We should be fine. I just wonder how many times the gloaming can handle one of us doing something like that.
Is that? Yes!
Shelby is the most talented farseer I've ever known. But he isn't the only one on this island. Mama had the sight, and she dreamed that Shelby would come to us one day.
My abuela could see the future?
That gift skipped me. But maybe we'll come to Violet or Bastion in time.
Yeah. That hasn't happened.
Lena said that the Adderstone would be inside one of these. But which one?
My time to shine. Let me take a look. I think it's that one.
How can you tell? They all look the same.
There's a legend about Adderstones. They're usually made of a glassy kind of flint.
Have you worked with them or something?
No, but the strangest people come through jewelry repair shops in the city, and you remember all the odd things they say. Anyway, I could be wrong, but that rock has more specks of flint in it than the other.
Let's check it out.
I'm certain that's an Adderstone, but what about the other thing?
That? It's a keystone. I don't know how it got here, but we can use it to travel to other parts of the gloaming.
Wait until I get this under my loop.
I wish you could, but we'll have to turn it over to Lena straight away. She's the only one who handles the keystones.
That's a shame, but if you say so, let's get out of here. As miraculous as it is, my brain is overwhelmed. We did it. We found the Adderstone, and another keystone too, which Tara tells me is a big deal.
Oh, thank you both from the bottom of my heart. Initiate, you did wonderfully. I'm grateful you chose to stay with us.
Look, I still have reservations, but this gloaming place? It's amazing.
The Adderstone isn't all we need to turn the seasons, right? Because I have this sneaking suspicion that it requires more ingredients.
That's correct. Could you gather the rest of them?
Sure. Everyone else is stretched thin right now.
Not as thin as before, but no, the path ahead isn't easy. Now that you've found this keystone, you can enter the next section of the gloaming, which is perfect. You'll need to tap the dragon's blood tree, which can only be found in that area. Tap the tree, place a bucket under the tap, and if you leave it for a few days, the bucket will fill with dragon's blood.
That's metal.
It's just tree sap, to be clear. This coven does not endorse gathering any actual blood. The herbalist will accompany you as usual.
I'll have this done in no time.
Have you spoken to the herb? I understand. Have you spoken to the herbalist?
I'm ready now.
Okay, follow me. You two. Always going farther than before.
We'll be careful.
We invented careful. So, what are we looking for anyway?
Dragon's blood, apparently. From the dragon's blood tree? Does that sound familiar to you?
Whoa, yeah, it does. I remember my mom telling me something about the first time she saw a dragon's blood tree in the gloaming.
I hope she told you positive things, because we have to tap that sucker.
I knew we were gonna find another.
By now, Antonio's probably noticed I'm gone. I haven't come up with a good excuse yet. He senses my magic, even if he doesn't understand it. He never asks too many questions, but I've been stepping out late at night, a lot more lately.
He knows now. That's for sure. Those messages about Mom and me in the woods? Wearing our robes and masks? That's how Otto won the election. Did I ever tell you that? My dad had to drop out of the race after someone started blackmailing him about us being witches. We still don't know who sent them.
Violet, that's so messed up.
Yeah. I try not to think about it. I could... Oh, did you find another one? Let me see.
Bastian is still too young to realize he has the gift. But he does. I can tell. If I don't make it back, someone has to nurture him. Or those gifts may never show themselves. He's more sensitive than he lets anyone see.
I was worried we found them all.
Damon. Damon doesn't like to show off, but he's one of the smartest kids on this island. He could go away to college if he wanted, get a degree, join some city coven. But ever since his family moved here, he fit right in, just like a puzzle piece, snapping into place.
Good morning, Tara. Are you ready for the neighborhood meeting?
The what now?
Otto made them mandatory. Didn't you hear? He's very authoritative. I've never known a mayor like him in India or England.
Oh, I didn't realize they were mandatory now. What kind of suspicion is Otto going to drum up now?
Greetings, all, and thank you for making my neighborhood meetings a part of your routine. We all know that our community is besieged by forces that want to harm us.
Like you. And capitalism.
Has anyone noticed more sources of harm?
I have.
Parker.
What is Giva doing up there in her observatory? No one knows.
Meteorology. I thought that was abundantly clear.
Oh, no. Don't back down, Giva. You got this.
Then why do you spend so much time walking around at night? I've seen you in the woods, going into the old mine, standing by the lighthouse ruins.
Weather doesn't stop when the sun goes down, Parker.
Parker has a point, Miss Joshi. Why were you...
Otto, Parker, please, this is too much. For goodness sake, Giva might be higher up on the mountain of consciousness than I am.
Thank you, Cameron.
But Messenger Cameron...
I appreciate your input, Messenger. However, every claim deserves an investigation. We will return here in a week to hear the case against Giva Joshi.
I'm a scientist, not a witch. Is this the 1600s? You're all mad here.
The meeting's over, and, thank you all for attending.
I can't believe this. I came here to do research, not to be investigated by some power-hungry git. What's going to happen to me?
Otto can't do this. We'll find a way to stop the whole thing.
I want to believe you, but that hasn't been the case previously. I hate to say it, but you're right. Fairhaven's previous record doesn't give me much hope.
Are you ready to go to give his trial?
As much as I can be.
That's how I feel too. At least Parker isn't possessed by a wraith anymore. Hazel used to say to me, if you have a problem, you can't go around it. You can't go under it. You can't go behind it. You can only go through it.
Let's go through it then.
Mind if I sit with you?
Of course not.
May I have everyone's attention? Parker spoke to me earlier. He'd like to take back what he said about Miss Joshi.
I'm sorry. This wasn't my finest moment.
Oh, thank goodness you've come to your senses.
What is with this town and people changing their minds at crucial times? Not that I'm complaining.
So the matter of Miss Joshi is concluded. Does anyone have something to add?
Yes, I think it's time to talk about you, Otto.
We welcome you into our town, we go to your consciousness center, we fund your soup kitchen, and now this, messenger?
Sometimes I lock up the consciousness center fairly late. On more than a few occasions, I've seen Otto sneaking out of the mayor's mansion and into the woods. The very woods he says he distrusts.
Oh, that's nonsense.
Nah, I've seen him do it too.
Dad?
I've told you time and time again, you've gone too far. I'm sorry it's come to this.
Mayor Soft, you've done more than anyone else in this community to sow discord, whether you meant to or not. I have to agree with Cameron and Bruno.
All right, all right. I have been going into the woods, it's true, but it's not what you think. I've been meeting someone.
You've been doing what?
No, not like that. It was years ago. I was out walking in the woods, and I met this masked woman who said I was meant for great things. She said she'd help me obtain them, but in exchange, I had to help her. And then she forced a ring onto my finger.
I'm sure she didn't force you.
Whenever I needed to do her a favor, the ring would burn. It wouldn't stop until I found her in the woods.
How long has this been going on?
Well, 10 years?
10 years is a long time to be led astray, Otto. Long enough for you to realize the wrong you were doing.
You try making smart decisions when your finger is burning!
Angus, Thomas, could you please escort Otto to his house?
Well, we all have a lot to think about now. Let's draw this meeting to a close. Whew.
I'm so confused. Who was that woman Otto was talking about?
A witch, I assume, but not one of us. It couldn't be. I'm sorry, Tara. I have to go try to make things right with Parker. I'll see you at the circle.
Good luck. Here! I just finished a batch of lunches for the kids.
This is just what we needed. Thank you.
Maybe my true calling was to be a lunch lady.
If you want to keep bringing me hot lunches, I won't say no. I can get the school board to reimburse me.
The ferry may be out of commission, but my garden's not.
Wonderful. Oh, life in Fairhaven is so haywire right now. I want the children to have small comforts to look forward to.
I have the dragon's blood you asked for. Is dragon's blood really this color?
I'm not sure, to tell the truth, but the sap from the tree is full of magic straight from the wellspring.
Then it's perfect for turning the seasons. I'll be back when I have the incantation.
Are you ready to turn the seasons?
Yes, it's time to melt this winter into spring.
I wholeheartedly agree. We do need one more ingredient. I'll bring it tomorrow night and we'll conduct the ritual then. Once it's spring and the fairy is running again, maybe our lives will go back to normal.
We'll find her, Sophia, I promise.
Hey, is everything okay?
Juliet's missing. We had a fight about her curfew last night, and when I called her to breakfast, she wasn't in her room and the window was open. I don't know if she snuck out this morning or sometime in the middle of the night. This is my fault. I shouldn't have been so hard on her.
Okay, where have you looked?
I went to Kim's shop first. I thought she may have gone there.
We've checked the school and all over town square, but no sign of her yet.
She can't have gone far. We should split up. Sophia, search the beach and ask Thomas to help. Kim, you could check the mountain pass and ask Giva if she's seen her. I'll check the forest. Whoever finds her first should bring her back to Sophia's cafe, and we can meet there.
Okay. Thanks, Tara. It's good to have a plan. I can't help find my daughter if I'm hysterical.
We better get going. See you both soon.
Oh, it's freezing out. I better use a scrying spell if I want to find her quickly. Are you all looking for Juliet too?
Sophia came by the shop on the way to Kim's butcher, but I thought she would likely find her there.
And someone's cast an enchantment at the circle, and it wasn't us.
Could it possibly have been Juliet? Her father was in the coven, right?
I don't even think she knows she's a witch.
Tara thinks she's up there, so we gotta find out what's going on.
What on earth?
Who would have done this to her? She's just a kid.
We must find a way to safely bring her down. If we blast the bubble with our wands, she could get hurt.
There's a spell that should work, but we'll need to gather the items quickly. Novice, see if you can find them. Journeyman, Initiate, go find Sophia and Kim and tell them that we've located Juliet.
On it.
I have the ingredients, High Priestess.
Let us gather round her so that we can catch her should she fall too quickly. Dark enchantment I shall break, and spellbound child will soon awake.
Where's Vanessa? Vanessa? Did she do this to you?
She said she knew my secret and she would tell my mom if I didn't meet her by the old tree in the woods. But when I got there, she was wearing this weird robe and a mask. She said that you kept her away, but I would help her get in.
You're Giacomo's daughter. Our glamour was a spell he wrote. She must have figured out that he was part of the coven.
She made me put my hand on the gate and suddenly this whole place just appeared. like it had always been here. That's the last thing I remember.
You're safe now, Juliet. We won't let anyone hurt you.
This is just a lot.
Oh, Juliet!
Mommy!
Are you okay? What did they do to you?
Nothing. It wasn't their fault, Mom.
There really is a coven here? Wait a minute. I was blamed for something you all did? You're the malcontents.
No, we're trying to help the town. Really.
Mom, can we please just go home? I'll explain it all when we get there. Well, I'll try.
Okay. Let's go, baby.
So now what?
Now we have to find Vanessa before she gets herself into serious trouble. Will this day never end?
Hi, Wesley. Wait. Why are the four of you here together?
Wesley has something he needs to tell you.
The woman who bound Juliet. I recognized her. I met her several months ago. She came up to me in the woods and said she had a werewolf suppression potion. One that actually worked. But in exchange, she, Vanessa, I suppose we now know, wanted updates on the Coven's activities.
And he took it! He took the stinking deal!
She reminded me of a figure from stories I heard as a child. A very powerful figure. And so I didn't want to say no.
She figured out how to grab you where it hurt. Huh.
Somehow she knew what I wanted more than anything.
High Priestess, when I first arrived in Ravenwood Hollow, this kind of criminal would have been sentenced to death at the Coven's hands.
Perry, no!
It is your decision, not ours. What will you do with him?
Kill him right now? Certainly not. While I'm furious with you, Wesley, we don't have time for vengeance.
I am grateful.
We need to know where Vanessa went when she was here, boy. What does your sniffer tell you?
I think it's obvious she went this way. And then she went through here.
Thank you. I should have known it would be the third pillar.
She's no fool. She sealed it shut.
Then we need to unseal it.
I think I can make that happen.
And why should they trust you?
Because I'm the one who supplied her parchment. Over time, I got a sense of the techniques she uses. Here, Tara. You have the skills to fix this. Consider these supplies the beginning of my atonement. All you need now is a sunflower.
I believe you can grow them in your greenhouse.
Go ahead, Tara. The rest of us will stay here in case Vanessa comes back.
And we'll be returning to Ravenwood Hollow. We've been away for too long. Come along, Wesley. You've done enough damage to the Coven already.
I really am sorry.
We'll talk about it later. It's done. It's done. The incantation is done.
Go on, then. Read it.
This icy charm I shall undo, and thaw the stones to let us through.
Perfect. Thank you, Novice. Now we can proceed. Novice, Herbalist, you'll come with me.
Yes. Let's go.
The rest of you stay behind in case Vanessa comes back this way.
Oh, we'll be ready.
I hope this works.
What's down this way?
We don't know. We passed it before, but the force field seems too strong to break on our own.
The three of us together should be able to do it. Let's do it now.
Whoa. No wonder you're the High Priestess.
Violet, look.
saw a dark wraith, the most powerful one I've ever seen in the gloaming. I can't let it escape into Fairhaven.
Gloria? What are you doing in this part of the gloaming all alone?
Who's that?
It sounded like... Dad?
Marcus! I have to cast a glamour over the heart of the wellspring to protect Violet!
Gloria, come back with me right now!
I can't! You don't... Marcus, look out! It's right behind you!
Dad!
Let go of them! I've got you! Now I bind you, Wraith! No man shall you scathe!
Mom! Are you two okay?
Dad didn't just suddenly lose his memory. He was attacked by a wraith.
And Mom tried to fight it off. She didn't just leave me. She was trying to save Marcus.
We've got to keep it together, Violet. Vanessa is still in here somewhere. Juliet could be in grave danger.
I could drink a poke.
Vanessa, stop!
I've been forced to siphon paltry bits of magic from the wellspring for too long. Now I finally found its heart.
You're the one who's been causing the imbalance. That's why the wraiths broke free.
I had really hoped that the trials would have snared one of you, but the wrong people kept getting accused. Well, it was a useful distraction at least.
Vanessa, that's not the heart of the wellspring. It's something else.
You're lying, Lena. Just like your father. He said I could never be part of the coven. Fine. Now I'll be more powerful than any of you!
Mom!
You see what I did to the last of your coven, who tried to prevent me from escaping the gloaming? Now I am bonded with this dark sorceress.
So long as this coven stands, you'll never reach the heart of the gloaming wraith.
As you wish. I know how to destroy you once and for all. And I won't even have to do it myself.
Is she...
No, she's alive, but she's under a powerful enchantment. Stay and help Violet, Terra. You may be able to wake her with a strong enough potion. Myself and the rest of the coven have to go find Vanessa before she wreaks havoc in the town.
Violet, I'll be back with the potion as soon as I can. Hurry. Where is everyone?
Vanessa came through the portal, but the binding spell Amira tried didn't work.
That's because it's a strong dark wraith bonded with a powerful witch. The incantation we used on civilians probably won't cut it.
Great! Lena and the others followed her into town, and they told me to keep watch.
I could use your help. We found Gloria, but I need a potion to revive her. I'm going to get most of the ingredients through the other portals in the gloaming, but I need some pearl dust. Can you get that for me?
Right away. You really found Gloria? This day just keeps getting crazier.
She still hasn't moved, but I think she's breathing.
Here.
Nothing's happening. Maybe she just was in here too long. I'm sorry I didn't find you sooner, Mom.
I'm sorry, Violet.
It's not your fault. I gave up on her long before I ever should have. Mom?
It worked!
Mommy. Violet? But... it can't be. You're so grown. How long have I been in here?
4 years.
Oh, baby. And Bastian?
He's doing okay. I've been taking care of him.
Oh, my poor babies. I'm so sorry. I couldn't let the wraith travel deeper into the gloaming. Marcus, myself, and Giacomo had already banished it from the island once, but it returned more determined than ever to reach the heart of the wellspring.
And now it has Vanessa.
What?
Oh, Mom. This is my friend Tara. She's Hazel's granddaughter. Also, it turns out Vanessa was a witch this whole time.
The wraith is bonded to a witch? This is dire.
I should go help the others.
Go on ahead of us. I need to help my mom out of here.
Be gone, you demon! How dare you take the shape of my wife?
This is your wife, you idiot!
You have to calm yourself, Vanessa. Your malcontent energy is too strong.
She's not a malcontent, my dude. She's a witch.
Tara, you got here just in time.
Natalia, Angus, Parker, you were right. There are witches in town. You just kept accusing the wrong people!
I knew it! I knew something weird was happening!
The person you should put on trial for being a witch is right there. Lena, the head of the coven.
That doesn't make any sense! You're also a witch!
Wraith, let Vanessa go!
She doesn't want me to let her go. She's finally achieved her goal. Power over a coven that refused to let her in. And just because she wasn't from an established bloodline of witches!
I don't know how much longer we can keep this up, Lena.
You don't need to. The coven will submit to me as the new High Priestess. You have until sundown.
What are we gonna do? To cast out a genie that powerful, we need more time.
Ah, now there's an idea. In this place, I will pause time, the moment that I speak my rhyme.
That's a dirty trick. But the incantation will wear off eventually.
Shelby, the spell only affects this part of Fairhaven, right? If I go get supplies from my farm, time will start moving for me. How am I supposed to make the banishment incantation?
You can use the desk in my store. Would that help?
I'll run to the bar for supplies. The non-alcoholic kind. Promise.
Wesley gave me the parchment, but I still need fennel seed powder and a few of Vanessa's personal items.
Amira may have some fennel seed powder in her clinic. And as for the personal items, why don't you try talking to the people Vanessa knows best?
In the meantime, we'll keep an eye on Wraithy McWraithface.
Come speak to me when you're ready.
My wife is a witch.
I know, buddy.
My wife.
Okay, and I can see. Do you have anything on you that's important?
I can take this ring off. I guess this means she doesn't need me
I'm sure she still cares for you, Otto.
But she never told me that she was a witch. A witch!
Have you got anything of Vanessa's for me to read?
Yes, this is a ring Vanessa gave Otto.
Well then. You've been trying to get into the stone circle for a long, long time, haven't you? Years and years longer, and we realized there's a man approaching you in the woods. He looks like he is Otto, but this is the first time seeing him, isn't it? And you slip him the ring as soon as you figure out what kind of person he is. You start courting him, but he doesn't know. He doesn't know you were the masked figure in the woods.
Why was she leading a double life this whole time?
Because what she wanted and what Otto wanted were the same. Power in Fairhaven.
Whoa. Wily.
Vanessa doesn't have the far sight, but stars above. She plans like she does. Well done, novice. This ring holds many echoes of Vanessa.
Huh? You want something? I mean, everything when the teacher's...
How am I supposed to get in?
Not a problem.
Wait, how...
Juliet and I...
Wow.
Just don't...
These don't look... Shelby will know if they're... I have these gloves. I got the sense that they're important to her.
We'll find out. You didn't start out as gloves, did you? You were a sweater. A sweater for a much littler Vanessa.
Wow. I didn't think Vanessa was sentimental like that.
You put on the sweater because it was cold and you wanted to go back to the place you found while out adventuring. The stone circle.
Barseer, what happened?
When she was a girl, she came to Fairhaven one summer. She went out exploring and found the stone circle, but she couldn't get in because she met someone protecting it. Marcus drove her off. She never forgot.
She's been trying to break in since she was a kid? Holy.
And when she outgrew the sweater she was wearing that day, she unpicked the yarn, had it made into gloves.
The gloves sound perfect for the incantation then.
You couldn't have found better. If you've got all the supplies, best get to making that incantation.
I won't waste any time.
You can't waste time when it's frozen.
There's one more part to all of this, Tara. Something I didn't want to mention in front of the others because, well, I don't know if I believe this myself.
You're making me nervous.
To contain Vanessa's wraith, we need something particularly powerful. Do you know the story about the base of the Molly and Peggy doll statue?
There's supposedly something hidden in there, right?
Yes. A locket.
But you're not sure if it's true?
There are plenty of legends about Molly and Peggy. Most of them aren't true, but we need all the help we can get, so I figure before you make the banishment incantation, can you check the statue?
Sure. Will I need anything special?
A lockpick incantation wouldn't be a bad idea. And if you don't have the ingredients for one, ask around.
Time to see if this legend is the real deal. There was a secret. Two could keep it. But now I cast this charm to seek it. Oh, cheddar biscuits. There is something in here. I knew it! I knew the legend would turn out to be true. It's real!
Oh my. I didn't think I'd really be able to lay eyes on this.
Our chances of beating that wraith seem pretty good, Lena.
I'd like to think so, but remember, it kept Gloria stuck in the gloaming for years. Do you have everything we need for the banishment?
Yes, let's try this.
Ready?
You see? You never had the power to defeat me, and now you have no power at all. The wellspring is mine. Submit!
Never! Get away from my house! And I'm replacing all the flowers you ripped out, you hear me? Wait, it's acting like...
A mood ring!
No, like the coven cauldron. Lena, was this fountain possibly built on top of...
A font to the wellspring, of course! And Vanessa must have figured it out. And that's why she manipulated Otto into running for mayor.
He was a useful fool, but we don't need him anymore.
Oh, well that's just mean.
We need more offerings.
Just...
Hey...
And
Tara, read the incantation.
Right! Too long in this place, you have been a bane. Now in this locket, be forever chained!
That's all you've got? It's still not enough!
Don't give up!
Who are those people?
Tara, get the locket, now!
Capture it, Tara! That thing took my mom from me! We can't let it hurt anyone else!
I'm ready!
Vanessa, darling, are you all right? Are you there? Schnooker,
you were really a witch this whole time? You've been lying to me?
Welcome to the club.
Messenger Cameron, what do we do? They're all malcontents.
I have no idea. We can't banish all of them, can we?
Just one. Once that ferry is fixed, Vanessa is never setting foot on this island ever again. I won't have her near my child or any of the island's other children.
Agreed.
Oh, Sophia, I'm so sorry. I was never going to hurt Juliet. I just needed to borrow her ability.
I don't want to hear it. And it's her you need to apologize to.
I'm sorry, Juliet. I betrayed your trust. But so did they. They've been lying to all of you for years, just so they could hoard the power of the wellspring for themselves.
Liar! We've protected it, and protected the whole island, at a cost you don't understand!
Really? Enlighten me.
Gloria? It can't be.
Mommy? Oh, Bastian!
Who is she? And who's the fairy and the guy with the backwards feet? None of this was in my farmer's manual. What on earth is going on?
We've lived here longer than you, mortal. But now our task is done. You won't see us again.
They just disappeared. Everyone saw that, right?
Everyone just settle down. We're still the same people we've always been. Still your friends and neighbors. And right now, another storm's coming.
But what do we do about you malcontents? I mean, witches?
I don't know. Throw us a pizza party for, like, saving you?
We would never have been in danger if you hadn't lied to us this whole time, Lena.
Lena's no more dangerous today than she was yesterday. And Shelby is right. You best get home before it really starts to come down. Come along to Town Hall, Mr. and Mrs. Soft.
You can't take me into custody! I'm the mayor!
Not for long. We need to return to the wheel. This town can't make it through many more blizzards.
You have brought the incantation with you, yes?
I have. What was the object you needed to bring? Lena, this day has already taken a dark enough turn, don't you think?
The blade symbolizes the fire of the reborn sun. Read the incantation, novice.
We turn the circle together as one, and welcome the birth of the new spring sun.
Farewell, embers of the waning year.
Tonight, a new year dawns.
Blessed be the light that unites us all.
We say goodbye to the cold sun of winter.
And welcome the warmth of spring.
I'm exhausted. I want to stay and celebrate, but I think I just want to go home and rest.
You've certainly earned it.
Do you think this will actually change anything? Now that the town knows our secret.
I don't know. I hope so.
Storms that make the river sick,